All right, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, I think I fixed the issue. Let me just post right quick. I need to get off of there, just to post on Discord right quick, because post the first time. No headed issues. Okay, should be good now. Alright, so let me just fix my windows. We'll pop that shut and get started. This time a little worse for wear, but we're starting. Alright, so we are going to be drawing decorations. We had a little bit of technical difficulties before, but we're good to go now. I had a list. I still have that list. Nice. We're going to draw a few decorations, and we have. Hopefully, we can pull these up. Nope. Okay, we will need a few. I think this one. This is my main tiles. We're going to be drawing a few things. Don't know what yet. We're going to figure it out. We need the archery target. Maybe benches. We kind of had. I was looking for some benches earlier. I want to improve these bookcases, but mainly I'm looking for interesting objects. We have some very common objects. I want to look for some interesting and fun things to draw, like this frog thing, just to give people excited to actually build their home instead of having some really basic stuff. So we'll want to figure out a few things. Functionality would be nice. So if there's any sort of storage containers we could make or anything like that. So like we have the chest, we could do drawers, we could do a bigger chest. There is a cheese crafting mechanic in the game. So if I pull this up here, and it has spoilage. So, not spoilage. Well, yes, spoilage, but it has aging. It has an aging thing. And the idea, and I don't have it implemented yet, it might be in the player house, I'll have to check, but you make the cheese and it'll age over time. And where you keep the cheese determines like how well it ages. If you keep it in a damp, cool area, like ideal for cheese making, you'll get a higher aged cheese, versus if you keep it in your hot backpack while you're out adventuring, it'll age poorly. And what that does is, well, I'll tell you what, let's go to warp. Alright, we've got some stuff set up here. We have a chest here, and this chest is meant to be like an ideal spot. So if I had, like, this chest won't be. So if I put a piece of cheese in there, it won't age well. If I put a piece of cheese in here, it will. But I've already got some cheese stuff. We'll grab some more because I'm gonna make sure this works. And just sort of show it off. Because why not? So if we put this in here, make some cheese, and I've already got a little cheap thing to let me pass time. I might have done too much. Oh well. So yeah. So if it won't do as well, but you'll still see what I'm talking about. If we put it here, and I'm thinking here, pretty sure if I hit that little cheat button again a couple more times. Well, that's not good. Oh yeah, it restocked the cheese chest. Okay, so that's not going to work well. And then the cheese spoiled. You get the idea. So what I was thinking of maybe was to having some sort of dedicated storage thing. I forget what they call them. It's some kind of cheese thing. You can actually get them. What you do is you put like you keep the moisture up in it or something, and it ages cheese better. We could do something like that. All right. So let's get started. We have tons of plants. I don't think we need more. And let me know if y'all have any ideas for things we want to draw. I'm just going to be spitballing here. Like, I don't have any ideas. I didn't come up with any plan or anything. I just know I want the player, and I'll do this right quick. I want the player to be able to play some nice things. And I'll show y'all what we got. So we have this work table here, which you craft. If you're playing the game, you craft by going up here. You can make your little work table with just a few stone and wood. Now, when it comes to crafting, I'm not big on crafting games, so I want to keep everything pretty simple. So we have, basic crafting supplies. Most of the crafting will come through with this stuff, like the cool stuff. So, like if I get myself an anvil here. You can craft swords, so you'll be able to sort of give it, whatever style you want to, everything. That's like the complex crafting that I want to do. I don't want to do like tedious 6 steps of crafting or whatever. Yeah, I was showing this cheese shelf, but I was thinking more of like this smaller storage thing you can get. Like you can put it like in your, it's a little tiny little thing, holds like a single piece or 2 pieces of cheese. You can put it up in like on the top of a cabinet or something. It's pretty neat for those that don't have basements. And then there's the cheese crafting itself, which has, you can put, it's the if I give myself a cooking pot and a cheese press. Oh, I didn't run that command. Oh, wait, maybe I did. Okay, cool. So if we put this cooking pot here, you can see we can add milk and a coagulant. This is not implemented yet, but we can add milk and a coagulant, and it'll give us cheese curds. And there's different types of milk you can get. So if we run over here to this guy, I think you'll have a few different ones. You should have pig and cow, and the mice have galoom milk. So they have different health values, different qualities. The path, there's a town of Darrington, which is the big dairy hub that produces a lot of dairy stuff. The path to them has been closed off, so this region has a shortage of cow milk, so they're having to eat pig milk, and the mice are eating galoom milk, which they do on their own anyhow. Okay, let me give myself. What I'm going to do is give myself a few things. I'm going to run around and decorate a few things, see what I'm missing. That should be fine. And we'll just give a few of these, just so I have enough stuff to build with. So, a couple of these, one of these. Now, what I'm going to do is have these sort of tabbed out, and they're going to have like different sections for different types of buildings. So, like, say if you were wanting to make an armory, you'd have a bunch of options ready for you, like there, that you would expect to find in an armory. And we'll have a bunch of different ones. Armory, maybe a library, maybe a shop front or something. Because in the future, I want you to be able to place like I would like for you to be able to buy multiple properties, and you could turn them into shops. Probably not that you would actively run, but sort of like you buy it, decorate it, however, and then you can have a merchant come in, and he'll produce like a passive income. That's the plan anyhow, because it's going to be an entrepreneurial play style, which is mainly going to be based around the cheesemonger stuff, but it will be just about anything. And the idea is that there's going to be different ways to beat the game. The main way is going to be, of course, going through the story, doing the fighting and stuff like that. But another way is going to be gathering wealth and power and influence, and then you could become a patron to some heroes that defeat the game. Because this game has a very you don't have to be the hero kind of thing, which is inspired by my love of Morrowind and the Elder Scrolls. Like the first time I played Morrowind, I was infatuated with the fact that you could level up your character. You could do all this stuff. You could steal things. You could sell things. You could all this kind of stuff, and all while never entering a dungeon. And I thought that was pretty wild in an RPG. So that's sort of like the core for this, is that you have this RPG, but you also have the options to do things, to beat the game in ways that are not standard. I'm new to your channel. Is this your first game? This will be my first solo produced game, like a commercial game. I've made a bunch of little games, and I've done some I've worked on like team projects, but this will be my first time like going solo. It's a massive project. I'm upfront about that. It's taken me a few years already. It's probably going to take me a couple more. The vertical slice is done. So the demo, the minimum vertical slice, and the demo is out if you haven't played it. And it shows basically the minimum for what I want for a game. And now I'm going to be expanding on content. So this is right now we're going to be drawing decorations, and then in the future I'm going to be finishing out the cutscenes and dialogue and stuff like that. Pocopia? I've never heard of Pocopia. Let me check that out. Pocopia. I'm always looking for ideas and inspirations of people that have done what I want to do but better. Pokemon Pocopia. Even better than Animal Crossing. I am definitely going to check that out because I'm a fan of Animal Crossing. I played it a lot when I was younger. Youngish. And so this is inspired by too. So like whenever we're going to be doing the Kickstarter, I don't know, sometime. Yeah, I've watched devlogs years ago, man. Well, thank you. I'm going to be starting them again, hopefully, assuming I stick to it. But I wanted to get the demo out so that people could have something to play and I could actually have something to discuss with. It was difficult to say what I wanted to do because it is a complex idea. It's not too crazy, but yeah, I felt like people weren't getting it, so I figured I would make the demo and then we could talk about it, and then expand upon it as we do. And I just enjoy having that back and forth. But so yeah, I plan on doing more. What was I doing? But yes, big fan of Animal Crossing. And then when we eventually do the Kickstarter, that's going to be one of the inspirations of that list. It's going to be Elder Scrolls, probably Morrowind, because that was like what really like closest to its core, like in just game design, philosophy, just everything. Final Fantasy VI and Animal Crossing. Okay. Have you worked with other game engines before? Yes, I've started out with game makers before it was studio. Like this is long ago, back when I was a little lad. I would use that for probably a few years, I would have to say. I started making this project in that, but I was just a little young lad. It didn't go nowhere. Like I worked on it for like half a year, and I was very new to game development. I worked on it for like half a year. All I had was like character movement and a shop and your inventory and like a chest you could open up. I don't even remember if you could put stuff into. I don't know why I mentioned the chest in. Maybe you could have. Maybe I might have. Probably. It's a good chance of it. And then some dialogue stuff, like you could like some test dialogue stuff. Like half a year, and that's all I got done. It was because RPGs, there's so much work to do on them. But I'm much more experienced now. And so I did Game Maker Studio, worked on that for a year. Then I moved to Unity. I used Unity for about a year. It never really clicked with me. And then I moved to Godot back in 2018, 2019, something like that. And loved it I've been using it ever since. Okay. So let me mine this up right quick. We're going to decorate a bit, sort of see what, get an idea for what I'm missing, what I would like to have. If y'all see anything, because I love like the engagement back and forth. If you beat the game, can you keep playing? Yes. Uh, yeah. So as of now, and I expect it to be so. Yes, and there's even going to be probably some good post game content. I'm a big fan of that. And I've got a few things in the works that, like, even after you finish the game, you might start getting stuff happening later on. Even some of the stuff might even be story related, depending on how you completed the game. And then there's some like long running jokes, or not jokes, but quests that I have planned, like the Lonely Sprout or something like that. The idea is that he'll plant himself, and then like you can keep coming back to him, and he'll grow over the state of several years or whatever. That I don't expect most people to experience, but it's just a fun idea that I like to have, that I think would be interesting to, for anybody that is playing it long term, might enjoy that. Okay. And then, yeah. So, so the idea for it is like, think of it like Animal Crossing RPG. Where in that, the whole idea is just to sort of enjoy the world, play around with it. That adds replay value, definitely, yeah. I think there's going to be quite a bit of replay value, because I'm big on like locking in on your characters, like having a limited scope of your character. And so one of the things I've implemented is character stickers. So if you open up the shop, you can come up here and you'll get legacy points as you do things like level up, make decisions that influence the world, make decisions that like make the world know about you. It has to do with your legacy and your renown. And you've got renown here. Like you'll gain renown as you do stuff. And so you can come in here and you can buy these stickers. You can buy them elsewhere in the world as well. But you can only have so many stickers. You'll start out with 5. You'll probably you'll gain the ability to gain more. I'm thinking probably like around a soft max of maybe 20, depending on how we go with this. And these basically influence your character build. So like with this, you start out with these 2. I did this one's here in here as a debug, but there's no class limits. You only have the class that you start with. So like when you start the game, you'll have like, you'll be able to pick all this stuff or whatever, and you'll get different items. You have stats here and stuff that you'll unlock, but but you're not locked out of anything. All it does is determine your starting stuff. So if you have, this is the smith here. So with the smith, you have smithing stickers that it gives you +1 damage to anything you smith, and this will give you bonus ores, a chance to drop bonus ores. And you can upgrade these. So if you come up here, and if I set legacy points 50, I think, yeah. Did I just cheat? I didn't cheat. You're going to see me cheat plenty. They followed a long time ago and suddenly got a ping in the Discord server. Had to check the demo. It looks fire. Got to keep the work, but thank you. I put a lot of work in the demo. Really happy with it. So if you know the story, the history, the first demo was trash. This demo, really happy with it. Really excited for it. What thing I always love is when you can have NPCs move into your built village and interact with objects such as chairs, crafting stations, chests. Yes, I'm going to do that. Remind me, and I'll talk about that in just a second. I'm going to finish the sticker talk here. So you'll buy your stickers. You can come up here and you can upgrade them. So as we said here, you'll get +1 damage. But when you upgrade this, it'll go up to +2. And you can upgrade it all the way up to +5. Which is a lot, because you keep in mind this little hammer has only got 4 damage. And that's a pretty decent thing. As a player, you're... with everything, he's got 18 strength, which at creation is max, because it goes up to 15, and then you select a perk that determines like your priority skill, your priority trait, and that bumps that up +3 to 18. And so he's dealing +8 damage with all his strength, and this being a hammer and everything. And so +5 to a weapon is really good. So that's gonna be your end game stuff, and you can see it cost me 30 legacy points to do that. There's probably going to be some level restrictions at some point too. But like I said, you're not limited to anything. You can come in here as a smith. You can buy that sticker right there, which is a dark skull. It's a magic. Magic has the purple. So if you see a purple sticker, that's your magic. Hurl the Chuttering Skull. That saps enemy strength. And then if I come here and drag that there. I can cast that magic spell. I don't have. I probably won't have a lot of mana. Well, actually, not bad actually. I have 13 wisdom, which determines your mana. I'm guessing you will be able to forge armor. Yes, at some point you will be able to forge armor and other tools and stuff. So right now you can only forge weapons, but you I had to disable it because I don't have anything else yet. But there will be a menu to do like tools, armor, all that fun stuff. Different types of weapons like scythes, and I'm a big scythe guy. The whole reason this game have dual wielding is so that I can dual wield 2 scythes when I put scythes in the game eventually. Try to only do the second necromancer so far. He's supposed to be able to do multi-summon the skeletons. No, he's not. Let me know how you're doing it. We had an issue with it earlier, but I was supposed to fix it. But if you're able to just, we're going to do a little bit of debugging here. I think it's this one. And that's so here's one. He should desummon that one. There was an issue before where you could leave and re-enter and it would do it. Yeah, it's supposed to be fixed. So if you can let me know, you upgraded the summon and expected it to multi-summon. Oh, okay, no. The upgrading the summon should make them stronger and give them more health. Can't guarantee it's in there yet, but it should. Perhaps good and upgraded. Add another. Yeah. So there will be. I don't know if there will probably be a sticker. The thing with stickers is they can be upgraded, so we'll have to. Maybe it's like a single shot sticker that's expensive. Maybe it costs 30 off the gate. Can't be upgraded. That would give you like a +1 summon. Maybe if you can upgrade it, +2. Summons are like if you have a lot of them, that's pretty powerful. And I don't know how since the way this works is it's sort of like Link to the Past map wise. There's a big map. You're staying in a general area, and so we have to consider difficulty. So like if you're staying in this area, then either the enemies need to get stronger or the scaling has to be a little weird. In that like you don't become super powerful unless we also increase the rate. So there's a bit of balancing we're going to have to work on. But I do plan for you to be able to upgrade multiple summons. Okay. Now, I had a thing I had to go back. Okay, so NPCs that can move into the village. What I want to do is you can buy property. You can have property. You can't buy it yet. But if I come up here, take this up. I don't have a pickaxe because I destroyed it. I think I can just do that. Okay. And then I can take that up. And I can place it in my house. I can place this anywhere. But if I step out here, I'm limited because I have a property. And you don't own this land here. So you can only place things inside of your property. But eventually you'll be able to buy other properties. And so the idea being that you could go to like the city of Velwyn. You could buy property there. Maybe even some empty property that hasn't been owned yet. Maybe some shops that you could own for yourself and they generate passive income. We've got a whole bunch of ideas that we'll be working through with that. And then you can build it up. So you'll be able to decorate it however you want. You'll be able to... okay. You'll be able to come in here, build it up like a shop. Maybe even place like a shop counter or anything. And then you could invite that NPC to, so like somebody, you could find some way. We'll have either it be applications that get put in, or you have to go to some UI where you search for somebody. We'll find something to where you could invite NPCs that would move into that place of business and run that business, and then they would join that city. So you would actually see them, they'd be doing their stuff during the day, and at nighttime they would explore the village or the town or whatever. So that's the plan with that. Like ambient life, I haven't heard of that, but I'm going to mark that because I want to look into all this stuff. Yeah, it would be pretty strong. I like the idea of multi-summoning. So I started with the Necromancer. Yeah, that's going to be like mid-late game stuff. You're probably not going to find that even in the demo, because the demo is just supposed to be like the first half an hour. It was supposed to be the first half an hour of content for the game, ended up being like, I've seen people playing it for 2, 3, 8 hours or whatever. It's ended up being a lot bigger than I expected it to be, but there's like a lot of content to it, a lot of different things to do. Okay, all right. So, unless y'all have any other questions, let's start thinking about what we can draw now. And so we can think about, I mentioned the shop stuff idea that I have, and we could start thinking about that. Like what, and this is gonna be a long time before I add in the shop stuff. But we can start thinking about it now. Like, what would we want in order to decorate this as a shop? So we could have display cases. Display cases. We probably want some tables. I'll give myself 100 wood. Some tables. So we can rotate these tables. So maybe you want to place that there. And like if you have it set up as a shop and you put something on the table. Okay, actually, I wonder, can I put an envelope on the table? I cannot, only because it's too. I'm probably too small there too. If I had a bigger table, I bet I could probably put that on there. But I didn't know you can put chests on there. Forgive me, I'm having. Okay. So I have set it up to where some things you can't put on tables. Interesting. So I imagine you could put stuff on tables, and that would be as like a. I mean, I'm probably not gonna make it to where you personally run the shop, but I mean it's not off the table. But that would be much later. Hey man, this looks so good. Your artwork is beautiful. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It has been a fight and a half. When I first started, artwork was a little rough, but we're getting there. I'm really happy with it now, though. Item. I think we need arrows. Yeah. Will you be updating the demo with new? I will be updating the demo with new content. Yes. For a few reasons. Because I think it's like there's still stuff I want to do. Like I want to add an item enchanting thing. So like you could craft a sword, and then you could put like some kind of fire enchant on it or something like that. That has to do with your wisdom. And I've started prototyping that a long time ago, but I doubt it's even functional now. Yo, dude is back. Thank you, Master Ugoy. We are back indeed. Streaming now, getting back into the flow of things. Might be streaming every week. We'll see. And then I'm going to start doing videos again too. We'll see how that goes. Back to the demo thing though. There's a few more things I want to do. Item enchanting. There's an area I want to add. I haven't added any. There's art and critters for it in the game, but I haven't built out the critter behaviors and stuff like that. But if we run up here right quick, and we'll probably cheat here in a second. I'll show you another little area. But run up here, you'll see a little tease for the Mystic Woods, and I want to add that into the game, and it'll be done through here. I started working on the area, but there's not really anything here. It's not fully decorated. There's no critters. I want to add a quest for a reason to be here. Normally you come up here, but we're going to cheat right quick. Oh, I can't cheat into here. Let me see. Okay. Up. There we go. Okay. And so you'll run through here, and there will be more decorations here. You'll have like different trees and stuff like you've seen up there. I just ain't decorated them yet. And then we'll have this area up here. There's gonna be like fairies and porkers and all that fun stuff. And then it stops here. I don't have anything up here. I'm probably gonna have just for the demo. I want to tease probably about 3 rooms. So that room over there, this room up here, and then probably something up here. I want to do a quest, maybe something to do with Betty. Yeah. Is this running in Godot? Yes. Holy spoilers! Holy spoilers. Well, I've showed the Mystic Woods before, so it's nothing too crazy. Critters are going to be a big thing. because I love critters. They really add a really nice ambience to the game. Probably should have just titled the stream showing off my demo. It's good. So you can get these critters. They don't sell for much. I think the purple ones sell for more. Pink one's not too bad. We'll look for a purple one. Yeah. And you can sell them. You can actually place them down. You can place them down here. I'll come over here and I'll show you. Yeah, I can place that golden butterfly there. But if you leave and come back, that butterfly should be gone. But if you place it in your property, you'll get to keep it. And later I'm going to add it to where like you could name the critters and stuff. Well, you can do it with frogs too. I'll snag up some frogs here in a little bit. Try and see if you can get more than 42 frogs. I think that was the record. This is so cool. Such a nice stuff. Thank you. Went right past the house, but we'll come back after we get some of these frogs. The frogs will respawn too. So for those trying to break that record. Oh, hey, okay, I guess we'll deal with him real quick. Yeah, okay. Is there an official? There is not an official website right yet. There is a Steam page, though it should be in the description, I think. Assuming I broke it, because we had some issues streaming earlier. I'm telling you to draw the cat ears in front of the head to make it look like it was behind his head years later. It is a pleasure to see this game getting better. Thank you. So we'll grab some of these frogs here. I don't think there's a reason to go up here. We'll just go ahead and snag these cheese, because why not? Because everybody likes cheese. We have some cheese crafting ingredients here. This is supposed to show this off. So like we have the milk, we have rennet, which if you don't know is a coagulant. It coagulates your cheese. Then your salt for seasoning, and then you have herbs in the game. So you have for restoring health and wisdom, or fortifying your wisdom. I only have fortified wisdom right now, but you'll get one for like all the stats. And then we can pick up these. Then we'll run back to the, and see, you see those frogs are gone. If we come here, you won't be able to do this. I have this as a cheat. But if we come up here, wait 24 hours, we come back, frogs are back. But you won't be able to do that. You'll be able to sleep at night in a bed. And I'm gonna, I'm probably not gonna unlock time passing from the most part, because a lot of things are gonna be time based. So you're gonna have like passive income that you earn daily if you own businesses, that kind of thing. Will you be able to make other things than cheese? Probably, yes. So right now we have the sword smithing. You'll have the cheese. I'm thinking brewing maybe. The thing about anything like consumption wise. So if we place these frogs here and then leave, the frogs will still be there. My wife and I are watching. She loves the little critters. I love the mob fighting each other. Thank you. That was like one of my favorite things when I first did that, and then we just ran with it. Time passing should be a sticker. Like anytime because that would be really OP. Because like it's going to be like imagine like you earn, you have a shop that earns you 200 gold a day or something like that. You could just sit there and rest and rest and rest, and rest 5 times. That's 1,000 gold right there. So I think I don't want to do time passing like that, because I do want to have a very. So there's different ways, different classes in the game. As you know, you have your fighter, your rogue, your mages. But another one is going to be the cheesemonger. Cheesemonger is very entrepreneurial based, and his idea is going to be about generating money. You're going to be able to. You're going to need to secure supplies if you want to make a lot of cheeses. So you'll need to make deals to get milk, and all the other supplies that go into it. You'll probably get some businesses. There's going to be money sinks for that. You could even have, we don't show it here, but there's a, see if I can spawn this in actually. I bet not. No. Or is it air balloon? Oop, that's not how you spell balloon. There it goes. So we have an air balloon that you can fly up in. Ignore these sprites, they're not accurate. And so, like, you could probably get these to do like resource runs or whatever. Are you streaming on Twitch? I'm only streaming on YouTube right now. I could change it later. We'll see how it goes. I'm, partial to YouTube. Let's see. Will the player be able to wait like that on command, or is it linked to computer system time? It's linked. Oh, that would actually be really cool to do it computers like Animal Crossing style. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That is something I'm going to consider. But right now, it's no time passes. Like if you have I'm just showing you all the commands. You can do these commands in the game, by the way. Have at it. It is cheating though, and I will judge you harshly. But time passes in the game, so you'll have like it passes. I'm surprised it didn't pass as we've been playing, unless we were inside when it happened. But then not the time. Otherwise, dilation must be set after a while. Yeah, to have things correlate on public holidays as Easter eggs. Yeah. We have I don't think I show it, but it has its own calendar system as well. So there's 4 months. Let me see if I can. And it's based on the gods in the game. Let me find my notes. Don't think it's here. Just give me 1 second to find probably world building. Yeah. If I can't find it here, whatever. There's yeah, don't worry about it. There's different months, so and there's 4 main gods in the game, and they're based off of those. There are not wild squirrels yet, but there will be in the future. And so there's like 28 days to a month, 4 months, and a year. And I'm not going to do seasons. Probably not going to do farming or anything like that. This is not a Stardew Valley type thing. It's like a 2D Elder Scrolls. This is the way I like to describe it. So, I'm simulating a time system in the background, and so that you might do something, and then 2 years later, that thing happens. Something happens related to it or whatever. So that's the reason that the time system exists. And so there's also like a respawn time for things. Some things respawn that should, so I think some of the chest loot respawns. I'm going to change that. The frogs will respawn, and they're randomized too. I think the herbs that we picked earlier. Let me set time day, and you'll be able to skip nighttime because I know some people don't like the nighttime. So you'll be able to get to a bed for that. But yeah, the time system exists for things to happen in the world. You have turned into Peter Molly. I don't know who that is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. No. Because I'm fighting with a bug net. That's why. I made a bug net a weapon, so you can actually use it for a weapon, but it does really poor damage. I think 1 damage, 0 damage. So any damage you get is based off of your strength alone. But these are respawn. We picked these earlier. I think in the demo, I think they respawn every day. I'm probably gonna make it like every 2 or 3 days or whatever. But you can't do this, but if I do, you'll see the frogs are not back. Oh, but maybe it's not. And then there's some issue with the fishies. I'm just gonna ignore that for right now and deal with it later. Creator of Black and White. I don't know that game either. Sorry, it was a reference to the creator of Fable and owner of Land. Yeah, no. You said yeah. Fable. I love Fable. So yes. And I think somebody made that in the Discord one time as sort of like a playful jab, because didn't he like not meet up to his expectations or something like that. I thought Fable was great though. Like I played Fable when I was younger. Fantastic game. It also inspires a little bit of the stuff I do in here. We actually talked about Fable the other day in the Discord and how it motivates some of the stuff I do. Like, because I want to add and now keep in mind, some of the stuff I say, it's pushed back to late development, may not even be implemented. I'm just talking right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the basic game. It's going to be the story, the stuff that like the characters that you see. There's going to be a couple branches for different paths you can take, and that's going to be the core game. And then once that's done, it'll probably take me, I'm expecting about 2 or 3 more years. And then once that's done, I'm going to start focusing on, and probably it might even be post-release stuff. Start focusing on some of the stuff I really want to do. The main stuff I want to do, because RPGs, they're great and all, but I want to make a simulation, like an RPG simulation that simulates the world and like the way you interact with it and stuff like that. I'm a big simulation guy. Love Crusader Kings, Civilization strategy. That's more of a strategy thing, but still, you get the idea. We should stop. No. So long as y'all are having fun, You're not like I do not care. Like I'm supposed to be drawing decorations. That was just something to get me started back because I've not streamed in a while. You know, a little rusty. But so long as we are all having fun, I'm great. Very ambitious. Yeah, very ambitious. I'm not gonna lie about it. They move. Scope creepers killer having a backlog of future things so that you can get them out of your head. Don't let it sidetrack you. Super handy. Yeah. I've got it all. Like I said, that's just it's in the nice to have pile. So anything I should probably like anytime something sounds crazy, be aware that I am aware of it. Like I'm well aware of it. It's in the nice to have pile. It might be because like if this game does well enough to fund like post release content, I'm happy to work on this game for like like Terraria, like decades. I'll probably make 5 different final updates or whatever. And I'm just gonna keep expanding on it, and that's fine with me. Okay. Anything I missed? Nah, he is avoiding scope creep. I hope not writing any of these ideas. It's a good start. I've got some of it written down. Yeah. He famously said trees would go in game time. Yeah. Like I don't like trees. Trees regrow. We could test that, I assume. You can't chop these down. Give item. Trees will regrow, but you're not gonna actually you can't watch trees regrow. Oh, that's the wrong one. Because I'm just I am also very lazy when it comes to that kind of stuff. So like, if you cut a tree down, it'll pop up one day. Like you can't see it grow or anything. Well, I guess it does work. Join Discord, yes. Or if that. Oh. I'm only good at mechanics, very bad at story and content. I like to think I'm good at story. The story is the main thing for me. So, I can't remember. Was that one I chopped down? I'm gonna chop it down again just in case. There is a Discord. Let me get you. There should be a link to it in the description. Let me check. Here. It might hear myself for a second. Don't do that. Stop that. Yes, there's a link in this. I'll copy that right quick. And where's my chat? There it is. There you go. Right. No, that's a weird one. It's in the description. When I went to copy it, yeah. Well, anyhow, let me try to break this thing. Okay, yeah. So I'm pretty sure it grew back because there's supposed to be that there. And if we go back, so you can see the tree regrows based on time, but you're not. It just regrows the full tree. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. Okay. You should draw a squirrel statue. Yes. Okay. Let's do that. We could actually look at adding in squirrels at some time. Probably not as fun to watch coding stuff, but hey. Good, I have to go, but I will hunt down the Discord and we'll be back for the future streams. Love your work, man. Let me know when we can throw money at you for support. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right. We'll be doing a Kickstarter. I don't know when. Fairly soon. I'm trying to get a goal of like 2,000-3,000 followers on Kickstarter. That's probably when we get around there. We're at about 900 something now. Maybe even close to 1,000. Yes, Will. One cheers. Thanks for hopping in. You have the Kickstarter bookmark. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I'll be announcing it for sure in the Discord. So if you join the Discord, I'm probably going to add everyone. Let me find my squirrel. We already have the squirrel drawn. We don't, and the squirrel's not in the demo, unfortunately, because I don't have Rupert. If you play the old demo, Rupert's part of that. So let's get our squirrel here. We have, let me check my old one. See if we have any other squirrel sprites. Art. Is that a mouse? That is a squirrel. We do have mice though. Hold on. If you like mice, We have a whole thing of mice. Like, are the warrior mice inspired by the book Redwall? No, I've not read Redwall. I've heard of it, but I plan to read it. But no, the mice came about because I like critters. Like put this carefully. I like anthropomorphic critters, but not furries. I like realistic anthropomorphic character. I'm probably not even saying that right. I think this is one. Yeah, so we have like a whole village of mice here. There's a mouse village here. Ah, that net's broken. Great. There's always something to be broken. The squirrel looks awesome, thank you. And so, like, this one's a little too anthropomorphic-y, like in a weird way. But there's a mouse goddess that you'll get to interact with her, and she'll like bless you with stuff and everything. Yeah. Normally, like, this is not my kind of thing, but like I figured if the mice had a goddess, they would have like a really, like you could imagine like a regular god would be like really big and everything. And then there's General Nibbles. General Nibbles is cool. Yeah, mouse milk, which is really powerful. It restores 51 health just drinking it. Like, I have 40 health, so that would do full health regeneration, and then generates 50 health in 10 seconds. Or is it? Yeah, that might be a little confusing. It's +5 per second for 10 seconds. I think I might have to clarify that up because it's a little confusing. Yeah, and then there's General Nibbles. I won't spoil him. Yeah, play the demo. You'll find General Nibbles. He's great. he's one of my favorites. And then we have Scraps too, the raccoon. So if I'll just warp to town center because I don't remember the warp for that one. But if we come down here, come up here. Oh no, we have music too, by the way. This one's a really cool track that I like. It's an ambient track, so it's not like anything too crazy. And I don't know what happens if he keeps following me, but we have old Scraps here. He might have started taking me. This is the other thing I need to clear up. We can't hear game audio? Oh, and that's why that stuff wasn't working earlier. I have audio. I have the dialogue stuff disabled because I was doing some cutscene stuff. You might not get this audio then. Wait, here we go. Oh, right there. Still no? Oh well. I'm gonna look at one more thing. See if that does it. No? Oh well. No audio then. My apologies. Music's really good. I've been hearing a lot of compliments for it. You could hear it a bit ago. That's weird. I have to go, but looks awesome. I'll be back. Stay awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate you dropping by, Willow. Alright. Okay. So, what was I doing? So we have... Okay. So yeah, we have all Scraps here. Let me disable the dialogue real quick, just because that was really confusing. Or enable it, excuse me. Here. There. Okay. I thought stuff was broken earlier. It was just my debug settings. Okay. Oh, and I screwed up the building I was going. It took me forever to get up to it, and now it's just gone. Alright, it was like 10 seconds before you stopped trying to get it to working. Oh, maybe it's just the music wasn't working. Let me enable it back. Put it back to default. Then I'll swing. Come back with here. Yeah. Okay. And then we won't have music here, but if we warp town center, yeah, we got music there. I'll turn that down. Probably too much. Let me know what y'all think about the volume. I can't hear it. Probably got my speaker set up a weird way. Okay, you can hear music great. And you can listen to that while I try to figure out what I'm going to do. This is the town music. It's the section B goes a little harder than it's supposed to because it's based off of the trailer. It's not going to be that hard. Did you? I did. I made all the music in the game. Made everything in the game. Excuse me. Music, art, the story, and everything. The story is actually like it's a very sentimental story to me. It's world building that I've been doing since I was 12 years old. And so I wanted to be a writer when I was 12. And so I built up this whole story that I just kept working on all through adulthood and everything. And that's what you have here. You have, I mean, you know, not exactly as it was because I keep building on it. I'm not afraid to change it and remove stuff even now. And so that's what you see here. And it's actually very sentimental to me and like the most important part of the game. I want y'all to enjoy like the mechanics and stuff that I put into it, but the story to me is what's the most important. Okay, let me get myself some items right here to build with, just so I don't have to keep cheating. Okay, we were right at encumbrance and it didn't even give me, oh, because I didn't do it right. And that will encumber me, but I can make a chest right there. We'll put our stuff in. Okay, we'll take half a stack. Okay. The music will probably get old if you listen to it too long. We probably heard it a few times. I'm going to turn it down now. Turn it off. So you don't have to listen to it repeating over and over again. There's more. .ogg. So we have the one that people like is this one. Dira is one of the gods in the game. So you can hear it probably a bit loud. Alright. Let me know if that's too low. Okay. And then I'll keep doing my thing over here. And this is the music that you hear when the game starts. Well, not when the game starts, but like when you're making the character and the intro and stuff. So as you're running through the forest and everything. Okay, then I'll grab a couple of these tables. And then I was literally about to say this music sounds like the world's start of an adventure. Yeah, it was really tricky for me to get that because like I wouldn't say I'm a truly competent musician. I tend to just like jab at it and hopefully what I make works. And so like I went through a few iterations trying to get the music just right. It feels exciting. Well done. Thank you. Appreciate it. I enjoy it though. Like because I don't have a lot of music experience, but I like creating stuff like this. But I do. I played drums back in high school a little bit. Wasn't too much for drummer, but my main thing was like a death metal vocalist, and so like I don't have like experience making melodies and structures and stuff like that, and so I had to learn all that mostly just a little bit before I started working on this game. Been a few years, so I've got years of experience under my belt, but I had to learn all that just to make the game. That music's probably played for a bit. Yeah, so we'll close that one. Another one of my favorites is the Mushroom Caves. I think that's the right one. Yeah. So this plays when you're in the caves. I can show you those. The caves. Are this stuff here? Part of this story, everything. You should add a cheese statue, and if you interact with it, it's going to smell like cheese. We could add a cheese statue. Let me add that to the list of things we have. Cheese. We won't be doing anything too crazy with cheese. Like, we used to get the suggestions for like cheese monsters and cheese hummer and stuff like that. We won't be doing anything like that. But I could absolutely see like a cheesemonger having like a little gold statue of a cheese on a shelf or something. Yeah, so it's the mushroom stuff. Alright. We need to do some rugs too. I can't place them in the game yet, but we can still draw some. What I think we need is a lot of little things to place on the tables. To sort, because if we're going to do like decorating shops for sure, but if the player wants to open up a shop eventually, we'll want that. So let me go shop X. I assume that's how it's spelled. Probably not. It'll be alright. You should add Teddy in the game. Oh, Paul Bear. I'm thinking he's going to be an Easter egg, like maybe a character you find. He's going to be interesting to do that way because he's always been a silent character. I've never like imagined him being able to talk, and so that will be interesting in how we decide to do that. We'll have to workshop together one day. Okay. Let's come back here. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I wrote this one, which is like it's for the outpost fight. Which if y'all play it, there's a whole outpost to explore. By the way, not a whole outpost. It's not really big, but a lot of people don't seem to notice it because it's sort of it's after the demo. Like you'll get the thanks for playing, but then you can find the outpost. The Luminary Outpost. It gives you a lot of really important world building stuff, lore and stuff. So I would look for that. I'm only telling you all this because everybody seems to miss it, which I figured would happen, but I don't know of anybody that has found it without me telling them about it. No, there was one person that found the battery at least. I assume they found the outpost too. Okay, let's get to drawing. Oh, we were talking about squirrels. Squirrel statue. Right, let's do a squirrel statue. This is Derp Squirrel. Derp Squirrel is a very special squirrel. We're probably going to do a generic. Maybe? Imagine you could get a Derp Squirrel statue. How would you get that? Because like I said, he's a specific squirrel. He's a bit of a troublemaker. I can't imagine anybody would make a statue, but it would be hilarious if somehow he gave you the statue. But then again, like he doesn't talk or anything. He's probably not going to be friendly with you. Or maybe you could, maybe you could find it in his tree or something. Like you go to chop the tree down or something like that, and the statue falls out of it, but he gets really mad because you chopped his tree down. Ironic statues are fun, indeed. Okay. And squirrel statue is very beloved because we have on our Discord we have a squirrel emote that gets used very often, and it's the Derp Squirrel. So let's see. Do I want to do? He's quite big. So we might have to change them up a little bit if we want to keep them. No, we don't have to. We can do this. And then it'll still be like the base will take up one thing. Let me. Oh, hold on. Interior. Like, close that. Interior entity. I guess it's not. It doesn't have an ASC for it. It's kind of weird they don't have the palette loaded. So we'll just load that. We'll do a stone statue for now. Yeah, a little more contrast. Or a wooden statue. That would just look like the squirrel though, wouldn't it? We could do let's skip this. Doesn't really look metallic. We could throw in some highlights. Alright. Then we want a base. What are we thinking? We're just sitting like on a square base. We could probably. Oops. Yeah. Set them up on a base like that. We'll darken this. I like it. Let's change this. Might do a different texture here. No, just not continuous. Make this more wooden like. I like it. What if the squirrel statue was made of cheese? No, there's no correlation with squirrels and cheese, I don't think. But we could make different statues and you could determine the material. That's actually not a bad idea. Cheese would be a terrible statue material though. Okay, I think that's amusing. Let's go ahead and throw it in right quick just to see how it looks. So making this should be simple. I could probably in fact just I'm trying to think. Potted plant. If I copy one of these, I should be able to just duplicate it. Go squirrel, derp, squirrel statue, item. And we'll put this, make this a folder for statues. And then we'll throw this guy in here, like so. All right. Make this unique. And yeah, make this unique. I don't think this will be the right. No, yeah, this is in our potted plants. So we're going to make a new. No, let's texture. Load up interior entities, and we'll snag this region here. Oops. 16 by 16. Okay. Now we have a texture offset here, because this is the way I have this is automated for orientation stuff. So like with table flipping, we're not going to have that here, so we only need the one. He's only going to have one dimension, but you'll see what I mean. I'm not going to adjust it right now. You'll see what I mean. So if we put that here, we already have the scene path. We can generate the texture. And so we have here stuff here. We can say statue derp squirrel. Just say derp squirrel statue. Base value. We'll set it at 100. A weight of 5, which is pretty light, but it'll be all right. We'll give it a rarity. Okay. I don't think it'll be in the game if we do it here. Let me, and then we can reload. And then okay. And so if we give ourselves oh, did I misspell it? Oh, oops. I do these in this way. Statue derp squirrel for sorting purposes. So eventually, I can't do it right now, but eventually I'm probably going to be able to have a command that lists all the items, and they'll be sorted that way. So you can see it's a little off center here. It looks about right. I think we just need to adjust, bump it about up here. Yeah, it looks to be about 8. That should be about right. I think you can do it. Like if you measure this out, 11. Yeah, that should be right then. I don't know if it'll fix it there. We can find out. No. No, other direction. But it will fix it. I guess that's right. Surprised it's in that direction, but it is what it is. There we go. And that's not right. We'll try that. There we go. So there we go. That puff was off, but we'll figure that out later. Okay. Squirrel statue. Nice. I probably can't put it on the... Actually, no. Since we copied it from the potted plant, we can probably put it on the table. Nice. Alright, squirrel statue. Let's keep going. We need more paintings too. But we're not going to do that. Unless we get some ideas. Let me look at my list here. Okay. Shop knickknacks, cheese statue, display cases. I can see. Okay. So we can make a display case, like a pedestal. Not like a pedestal. I'm thinking like a tabletop that's probably got one of those little flip down tops, maybe. But I don't know how well we could do that. I can get that appearance off. Let's try and see. Would shelves be good? Shelves would be good. You're able to place stuff on the walls, so we would be able to put stuff on the shelves. What I'll have to find out, I bet it could, is if I could put a shelf up and then put an object on that shelf, and the object would be like a surface object. We wouldn't be able to put it on the wall, but I'm thinking the way I have it set up, it might be able to put it on the shelf. Maybe. It might collide with the wall though. I might have to do something special. Shelves would be great. What I did not like about Stardew Valley is that decoration space gets limited. I didn't do much decoration in Stardew Valley, so y'all, like, by all means, let me know what y'all think. But yes, we can do shelves. We have shelves here. Let's copy this. Yeah, I just hard-coded this, so we're just going to... So what we'll probably do is... let me get rid of this. So if we get rid of this, and here, and here, and here, we can go ahead and get shelves for y'all. Do this here, that right there, and then boom. Nope. Extend this out here, and then drag it out there. There. That should be our shelves. They're a bit small, so let me think here. So easy. It's a nice thing about a simple art style. What I'm thinking is the objects that we're going to put onto it. So I'm probably going to need to designate things that can specifically go on shelves. They're probably going to have to be smaller things, because, like, think about, like, the size of this, right? So if we come up here, that could work. Okay, I can see that. But like this, which is a 1x1 in the game. It's 2x2 sprite, but like that could work too. I mean, it's crazy, but tablecloths. Tablecloth is a good idea. Tablecloth. Various colors, select. Rig variations. It's a really good idea. Thank you for that. Yeah, we was testing stuff that we could put on here. What I'm looking for is something that is 1x1 that would not fit on a shelf. Oh, so that could fit. Seems fine to me. What about a chest? Do we have a chest anywhere? Where's my chest? There. Oh. Might be an old chest, but it should be about the same sprite. I would say a chest don't look like it fits. Then again, we could make it up to the player. Let the player be responsible for themselves. Okay, so it's looking like 1x1 objects, even so one tile high objects are fine to fit. Yeah, and if they can fit on the surface. We already have that coded in. So, like, this would not be able to fit on the surface. Not an issue. Couch, probably not on the surface. Okay. So we have that. Do you add slots to the objects? Yeah. So the way it works is the whole room has a grid. Well, it has a couple grids. It has a floor grid and a wall grid, and I can put any other grids in there. And so what the table does is it has its own grid. So it's like a subgrid, and it says, hey, I can hold stuff too. And so when I'm placing stuff, like if I go to place this statue here, it checks. It goes, what grid is at that spot right there? Nothing other than the main grid. So it gets the main grid. When I move it over here, it goes, oh, there's a subgrid here, and it tries to put it on there. And so, like, if I was to break this table, it'll break the subgrid, and it'll break that in front of it. And so that's what we're going to do up here. And so we have a wall grid, because you can see you can't place stuff on the wall, but Also, you can't mount these curtains. Good to know. But so yeah, we can put these on the wall here, and what we're going to do is have the shelf go on the wall as well, and then what it will do, theoretically, hypothetically, assuming it works, is it's going to check and going to go, okay, there's a grid here. It can hold surface objects. I'm gonna put, because this is a different. You'll notice I showed earlier, like you can put this on the table. Oh, there's some breakage there. I'll have to look into that. You can put this on the table, but you can't put like, probably can't put this on the table. Well, it's too big anyhow. Probably can't put this on the table because it doesn't have the surface tag. Because so the grid is like the floor grid, wall grid, and a surface grid. Can you subdivide the table's grid even further? I could, but I don't want to touch it because it's a little finicky. Like it took a lot of, like, I had to do a bit of hard coding for the, not really hard coding. It's just like there's a lot of different stuff that, like math wise, and just like setting the grid and turning it and setting the size of the grid and everything, that I don't want to touch it. Like for a diner set, no, that's about as much as they can go. So like, yeah, it's a little tricky. So we very basic grid. I do like that it is subdivided so small though. But that's about it. It's I think it's 8x8 grid. So yeah. Okay, let's do some more drawing. What are we gonna do? Dinner set is actually something you could paint. I forgot. What I want to do eventually is have like a customization thing. So like maybe some kind of dropper tool that you can. If you ever played The Sims, they had like a customization thing where you could like change the color of things. So probably do something like that at some point. Yeah. Let's again. Yeah. And I think that'll let you have a lot of customization. Let's see. Okay. Get back to my stuff. All right, so yeah, we have that. It'll take a bit of logic to place that, but let's try something. Let's try getting that to place. We're not going to do it. I don't want to do any coding because it's not very fun to watch. So let's duplicate this. Let's go shelf item. I mean, we can do minimal coding. Just don't want to go too deep into it. So what I'm thinking, let's make this unique. No, I haven't saved it. Okay. And we should be able to place this as is. If we say, yeah, I think we can do this. Placement flags is broken here. Let me look. I think it's binary. So if I go open up orientation data, and I think it's floor, wall, where is it at? Where the hell? Am I even looking at the right thing? Yeah, here. Okay, so we just okay. Hold on. I'm hard coding it there for some reason. We're gonna need to go to the placement flags. Let's see. Try to find out where I'm using this. It looks like we have it here, and I'm guessing it's a map entity thing. Okay. Okay. So that's that. What we're going to do then is say, if we go back to orientation data, here, and if I go one map entity grid dot grid type dot ground, no, yeah, because it should be 0. Yeah. And let me refresh. We all play for achievements. In my opinion, that scroll statue height makes it seem more like a trophy. Have you thought about adding an achievement system yet? Yeah, but I'm not in the demo probably. But there will be achievements in the full game. Then they're good achievements. I'm you know, I like achievement hunting too, but only if it's like really interesting achievements, like in different play styles, stuff like that. Doing, you know, special things. All right, so if we go, what is it we placed? I don't know if we named it. Yes. And it didn't fix it. Whatever. I think it should be 2 for a wall thing. If my binary is correct. Could not be. Been a while since I've done it. Called 1,000 butterflies. No, I don't like grindy ones like that either, though. It'd be more stuff like that's a good one. It'd take me a while to go through them, think of them, because I'd be doing it like really interesting ones, like I don't know. It wouldn't be grindy ones though. What was that? Okay, so if I didn't give the item a name or any. If I go shelf, yeah, that's a very good name. And we're going to go ahead and reduce this while I'm thinking about it. Probably just a value of 5. Common item, weight of 0.5. Even that's a little. Well, engine, I'm using Godot engine. Oh, I love this art. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that's all we need to change. Yeah. We'll load it up again. Oh. If I give item shelf, okay. I gotta fix the icon too, but and the offset. And I can go ahead and generate the texture for the icon. I don't know if that'll fix that here, but okay. So the idea of it, like put your shelf there, and we don't have a grid yet, so I'm going to have to give it a special scene. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it to learn this as a beginner? Where would you rate it? Godot is very beginner friendly. Yeah, it's great, absolutely great for beginners. I would give it like a 2 to a 3. It makes it seem so easy though. Yeah, like Godot is great because it's beginner friendly, but it's also very powerful. If you like, it's very flexible, very powerful. You can do a lot of stuff in it, and which really appeals to me because I'm like a simple man that likes to do not simple things, and so yeah, absolutely beautiful engine for that. Great for prototype. Has always been a great prototyping engine, but like even just like making really complicated stuff like this, it's great. All right, so to get this to work, we have a scene path here. So we need to. It has a furniture item. Okay, furniture entity, furniture item entity, furniture entity. So if we go here, furniture entity, and we duplicate this, not duplicate it, extend it, excuse me. New inherited scene. And we call this, we're going to call this a shelf entity. And the reason we're going to make a scene for this is because we need to give it that grid. And I don't have a way to do it from that orientation stuff. So we're going to do it here. I can't believe you just painted a new functioning mesh. I can make a new toy project and abandon it in record time with Godot. It is absolutely great for abandoning prototypes. Another PhD, I have many of those projects. I have quite a few projects half done. Projects started, not even nearly half done. This is my main project though, and I've been working on it for quite a few years. It'll be the one I finish. The other stuff has always been fun. I encourage having multiple projects. So like a lot of people tell you to stick with one project, but I think that's like it's a good way to burn out, good way to grind yourself down. You should absolutely be doing multiple projects. It'll take you longer, but like it'll do wonders for your motivation. Okay, shelf entity. Can I give it? Oh yeah, I can. Cool. So I'm gonna give it a new item stack. I haven't touched this stuff in a while, so we're playing it fast and loose here. And what that should do, I'm surprised it didn't do it there, but what it should do is if I reload it should give it that shelf. So we can preview it here. Okay. Now, I have the grid. Let me open up a table. Actually, do I have it? Hold on. No. Table item. It uses a map entity item. How does it do the rotation? That's got to be a... No, we have different tables. I think it's this one. Okay, cool. The scene path is the furniture. So it can... Oh, okay. We do have that then. Neat. Okay. So if we go back to the shelf item, we're still using that furniture item. Cool. So if we come here, has a surface size 1x1 surface offset. I don't know if this will function, so we're not going to enable it right now. Okay. And it should give it a surface grid that you can only put surface items on. Whew. At least we don't have to do that whole making the entity. Like I said, it's been a while since I've touched this stuff, and I'm kind of amazed that I went ahead and implemented that. But it makes sense for the table because the table's got to rotate, and that's why I did a lot of that stuff because it can handle the orientations. So if I'm going to go ahead and save as well, just so we have that for testing. If I put that there, and then oh, come on now. There. Let's take that up. Okay. Yes, unfortunately it didn't work. I'll give myself... I don't think this will work either. There's no reason it would. But, yeah. So, chances are it's detecting the collision. What we could do, we might take a quick peek at it, is if something's a surface object and it's not having collision, we could ignore collision for surface object, because surface objects have the specific grid. I don't know if that would break anything else, but hell, let's check. Okay, we're going to look at really funny looking code. Oh, not funny looking, it's just, this code always, it takes me a little bit to work through this code. I think it's furniture. It's probably in can place. Let me just close this because there's we're doing a lot of checking here, and we're probably checking here. Let me disable this right quick. That's our issue. If we do that, it should allow us to place. No, that's not what's doing that. It might be checking here. I probably should comment some of this stuff. Okay, cool. So it is checking there. and it was checking terrain. Let's check it. Let's look at everything right quick. So we have get entity, and we're checking the entity map. That's what we want to be focused on. Then we have a room cell, so, and this is probably what's blocking us. Okay, well, that's interesting. It's probably okay. So what my guess is it's not letting us place it on a wall because we're checking the tile top. There is a certain math function that comes to mind for when they want any mesh to fit a player of any size. Let's do a scale, but I can't remember where I saw it. I don't know that's useful here. What I'm guessing is that little bit of code checks for walls, and if it detects walls, then it's stopping it from posting because it does not have a wall grid, I guess. Wait, check terrain. Okay, we have a function here, and we're getting into tile type, tile ground, check terrain, tile type. We're getting here. Okay. And so for our tile top is probably looking for ground, and it's returning the wall. Okay, so what I probably want to do then is say if the entity map, which is map entity grid, if it's, we might have to do a little bit of hard coding here. Is the scroll mesh shrinking down enough to be detected on the collision grid? I don't think it's doing collision. I think it's more of like it's testing the tile. So what it's doing is if we look here, it's going through the cells that the entity has, which for this it'll have 4 of them. It'll have a 2x2, and then it's checking the terrain. By doing that, it's getting the tile type, and then it's going through all our tile sets here, and it's saying like if there's a cliff here, then it's the type of a cliff, which would include walls, I think. Which actually these are no longer used, so I could remove that. And then tree type base. Oh, there's probably is there an interior? Let me open up player house interior. I probably don't have. What is that room I was looking for? Get tile top. I probably don't have. No. Want that function? Okay. If I look here, it won't have it. It has it. Until okay. Aha. What is that? Interior tile maps. Okay. And then we're using custom data for the walls. Okay. How would the Sims handle the move all objects cheat? I haven't played The Sims in a while. So yeah, we're getting the wall. So what we're doing is we're checking 4 cells, which the 8x8 that we talked about, and then we're checking tile maps, and we're saying, well, what type of tile are you? And it's checking here that it's a wall. So what I'm thinking the solution would be is to be like, if this is a surface object, let's find where we was at with that. Then we can ignore the wall. I'm not gonna get into that right now though. But that's what I'm thinking. Where do we want to go? It's placeable. Here, entity placeable, and it was here. So what we'll probably do is say entity map which has this grid type. And we'll say if it's a grid type of a surface, don't check the wall type. I think because what it'll do is it'll check that. It'll say there's a surface grid there, but if I placed it down here, it'll say there's a wall grid there, and so it won't be checking for that surface grid. So I'm assuming that would fix it. Let's see if we can do it right quick. Well, we'll give a quick stab at it. If it don't work, I ain't gonna bother with it. Check terrain. Tile type. And tile type is, I don't think it's a binary flag. No, it is a binary flag. Okay, cool. White, right? Yes. Okay. So tile type is a flag. Wait, it don't look like it's a flag. I guess. No, yeah. No, that tile type. What is this? Why is it a flag here? Don't look like it's a flag. Oh, no. This is the flag. Okay. Okay. So say tile type. Okay. And then here, can I let me do this. Key pressed, key X. Actually, no. Yeah. I didn't save it first. I'm gonna see. All right. If we press here, we should be able to see the entity map. It is a. Looks like it's giving us the floor map. We have a sub. Yeah, that's probably from the other stuff. Might not also be deleting the subgrids. That's probably the issue we had earlier. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with it. I'm not gonna mess around with that. It is what it is. That's what I'm gonna work on later. I'll make a note to do that. Yeah, fix items not being able to be placed on wall shelf. All right. I think I'm going to end it here, though. Really good first stream. Oh, I didn't get a whole lot done, but I did talk about the demo. I appreciate y'all for coming by. Join the Discord, and we'll come and let me know what you would like to do the next stream on. That was just the first. I had the topic recommended to me because someone wants more objects to be decorated into the game. So, but come join the Discord, and we can talk about anything else we can stream. I'm up for anything. Art. We'll probably do some coding streams at some point. Because there is some more mechanics I want to add, like the item enchanting. I've got a prototype in for it, but it's a couple years old at this point. I doubt it even functions. We could look at the shop stuff, have all kinds of stuff. So anyhow, thank y'all for dropping by the stream. Y'all take care. And of course, my thing's not set up. Hold on. I'm just going to do it regularly. Boop, doop, doop, doop.